again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, at Expressionist Studio Gallery in the backyard, and I'm going to try and slow down a little bit today. I have glasses, and they're as clean as should be expected. I have little containers that I may pour paint off into, because my plan is weird. I use big bottles for the base coats a lot of times, and that's very helpful if you do a lot of painting. There's my crib sheet for later. This is, whether you can see it or not, a 16 by 20 inch protective layer for the front of 16 by 20 inch Artist Loft canvases from Michaels. And what I'm going to do today, I think, so far, is leave that on top of my tile, so that if I need to paint, if I need to dump part of my painting, I will do so. Because my plan, really, where's my dustpan? I want it just once. Let's find something to prop that up with. Take the hair out of it. And the sand while we're at it. Okay, so that's not really big enough. Let's grab something better than that. Yeah. So I'm going to fill that right up until it gets close to that handle. And then I'm going to remember to tape off that handle part sometime soon. I want a heavy layer of paint on my canvas. I just do. And I want to experiment with how to do that, because I intend on doing it a whole bunch of times. Because I can. The name of my book on the Amazon link underneath, show more underneath the video. I don't think that last pan is going to come out as well as the rest. But it doesn't really matter, because I'm still getting a heavy layer like I was hoping to. And I can use, I was going to say I can use a Princeton Art Tool Kettle spatula. Unfortunately, I have my new one. The other one lasted 2 years before it got a little slice in the side. And I maybe didn't need to replace it, but every time I picked up the one with the slice in the side, it was a little disconcerting. So, this being a completely strange endeavor, I'm going to use all the paint I can get out of there right now. Throw it down on the canvas. And then contemplate what comes next. Actually, that's going right in the bucket, so I don't have a choice. Hey, I found my not wet yet studio rag in time to wet it before it got weird. All right, so there might be some stuff in there that I can see. That's just a bubble. Good. And I want to put some other things on here as an experiment. And it doesn't matter where they go, because this is an experiment I want to make. And part of that experiment is going to be by flowing paint off the canvas. And this being just the first one, and not knowing what any of the rest will do, we have to start somewhere, right? I'm going to be brazen and take a risk. Put some orange on there. And hopefully all of that white paint that I added now to begin with will help flow other paint. And I could put a little more around the outside edge if I wanted to. I really want to put this mica powder in, but it doesn't, it sinks. So let's use the Folk Art Neon Purple and see if we can keep some of it, because there's white. That's what I've said a lot of times, that the white is the thing that keeps it still functioning. Let's use some Prussian blue, because we know that we know there's something in there that we did not clean out the last time. Son of a gun. Okay, well, maybe if I jostle it around a little bit. Alright, maybe if I put that to the side and remember to clean it in a minute. Alright, so I have one more color that I love. I'm going to give that a shot. I don't think I want as much of that as I thought I did, and it might not be exactly the color I had in mind. Let's see if we got something else. That is a cobalt. I suspect that this is a mica powder. It kind of looks like it might be. So let's use a little bit of that and a little bit of the actual cobalt blue. So way over here. At some point in time I will probably... Really? Okay. Very similar, but not the same, because it's not shiny. Alright, I think that there's plenty of paint on that canvas. So I'm going to try and get my bottles moved back out of my way a little bit. And I'm going to get ready. And I'm going to start. Always a good thing. And I'm going to let all that paint flow down onto the canvas. Excuse me, onto the edge catcher. Somewhat anyway. I don't even know if any of this is going to work the way I was thinking it might. And I don't know what I'm going to add for colors or how much paint I'm going to allow to flow off. Usually the paint that flows off is the paint that people make jewelry out of or whatever they do with the superfluous paint. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do because I want to see how this works. And I am going to take my OXO omelet turning spatulas available underneath the video, and I'm going to come over here, put my arm under this, and take that paint and put it right back on the canvas without mixing it too awfully much, because I think I can still flow that paint. And this is an experiment worth making. I've got all kinds of paint there. I'm not sure I'm ever going to use that that sheet of plastic under the bottom. And this is a stage 1. I mean, we could really do all kinds of stuff from here. You know what? I'm just going to put that down. And try and leave it someplace you can see it. This is basically tilting. I see that thing in there. It does not belong. And chances are good, in a moment, I might do the same thing I just did a minute ago and take that paint with my spatula and put it right back in the canvas. And the places that are blank. So I'm going to move that over again. Whoops. And there went the whole big sheet with it. Never mind. I'm going to put that away. It's not helping right now. And what am I going to do? I'm going to come back here. I'm going to see that I want to put... Can I see that? Can I have some? And see that I've got some stuff I want to use. Because I can. The name of my book on the Amazon link. Underneath, share more. Alright, so who knows if this is going to work or not. But there are cool things happening still. Look at how cool the paint is. Whoops. Nice dip, honey. Right. Okay, well, we should just do that again, you know? But in the meantime, I think I'm just going to take that paint right off of there and put it back in the middle since it's there. Make sure everything else is covering everything else. Clever girl. What do I want to do? Do I want to change everything? I kind of do. I want to change everything. I want to grab some basting brushes and look and see what will happen. You know what? I'm not done tipping yet, no matter what I said. I'm going to have to clean my hands off, though, I think. I'm going to rock that edge catcher so it covers the edge. I meant to grab a glove or a balloon or something so I could do some different kind of balloon kiss things. There I am. I'm just dripping it off again. This is truly accidental art. But at least I can see the things falling down. I may actually take my tubing. I see you. Blank spot. I may take my tubing and blow around in there if I can find it. In the meantime, I've got paint on my tile. Let's go back the other way. I don't know about this at all. This is totally a bizarre experiment. So let's put that over to the side again. Not worry about the other things. And I'm going to go over here and use my newly modified basting brush. Thank you, Michelle. See if I can take some of the paint that's on it. Which I'm suspecting I might want to wipe off some of, or rinse off even. a little more wipe. I'm going to be washing that rag in a minute. Actually, I'm going to be rinsing that basting brush right now. I like this over here, and I think I want more right there. Not only that, there is something foraging on the other side of my studio, on my other side of my shelves, and I don't know what it is, and it sounds like it's having a nosh, which means a munch out. Alright, so it's nice if I can use the paint that's the residual, but it's not necessarily going to happen. And that new mark came from me digging the basting brush in all the way down to its roots. I'd like some gold, and I don't have any. Green might help. Where's the gold? There it is. You can tell if she's reaching for the gold. She's getting a little desperate. This is meant to be fun. It needs to stay fun. I will be definitely cleaning up my rags in a moment. So I could tip again. It's interesting that I can actually pull some of that orange because of the roots and not have it turn to mud. Very interesting indeed. I didn't use my straw yet, and I still could. I'm not sure what I'm doing actually at all. I like that dark purple. And I really thought I was going to unearth some of it by blowing on the canvas. I like this down here. And what that means to me is just go ahead and give myself permission to put it where I want to. And pull it down again. And I'm in one of those, wow, okay, this might work out. I'm in one of those, wow, this might work out moments. There's some blue I want. That was as close to mud as I really want to get. Do I have any desire to add some more purple? And I do. I like those little filaments. I don't know how long this is going to take. We got almost 3.5 minutes left to play. I really want some blue. And I think it's going to be this metallic blue, but I'm not certain 100%. I don't want to take away all my white. You know what? I do have some balloony things around here. It just occurred to me. I have air packaging. Oh, one of them just collapsed in my hand when I squeezed on it. So that's neat. I wish I had made up more Prussian blue because I'm running out. I really love that solid spot up there. I'm not sure how to get another one without dumping a shovelful of something out. That might work. Sort of. Not at all. Okay. Let's see what bamboo skewers do. Oh, I'm missing a little bit of color. That's okay. I got a lot of extra paint over there on that edge catcher right now. Nope, she has no idea what she's doing, but she's still having fun doing it. And it's getting hot. I can tell that my paint is beginning to set up and congeal a little bit. And I think the I think the basting brush is a better bet than the skewer, because the skewer digs down too deeply. Well, whatever else I'm going to do in here, I'm going to have to do it pretty quick. Do I have enough of everything that I want? Not really. Pick a color, any color. What's it going to be? Is it going to be green? Am I going to spiral some things around? Because I can. The name of my book on the Amazon link. Yeah. This is definitely an experiment. And I like that color right there. So I think I'm going to check and see if I can have some more of that color where I want it. And I think that might be the ticket. Although I'm not getting as much of it as I would have liked to have. I still want to use that balloon. It's not a balloon, it's a packaging air pillow. And I have no idea what will happen if I do that. It could be a disaster. But I like to do my first so you guys can see them. Hey, what's that? Come out of there, you thing. Alright, so do I have one of these that's still good? That means I've got 2 minutes and plenty of paint and a desire to use an air pillow that's not working for me. It just collapsed on me, darn. So what else can I use instead? Maybe I'll use the bottom of a... No, that's not going to work. Maybe it will work. No, it won't. Use whatever I can. I have the bottom of a cupcake container. Nope, that's not really working either. It's not working, but it's not working well. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's very cool. I might have to clean that off though. Use the paint on it. Hey, I might actually be done. Let's use this other basting brush and integrate that. And then quick like a bunny, get the torch out. Try not to leave too many things in my way. There's a lot of paint on there. A lot. But I'm not hating on it anymore. That's going in the bucket. We're going to torch. If you want to help support me, shopping my Amazon link is a great assistance. Giving me a thumbs up is even more so, because it tells the YouTube algorithm that I'm valuable enough to place where more people can find me, and the more people that find me, the more likely I am to keep coming back here and doing this for you guys. That's right down to canvas, but I kind of like the white effect, and I need to torch. And you're going to be gone in a second, and I don't know what's going to come of this, because I'm so not done by any stretch. I wish I hadn't lost my air pillow. That was kind of interesting for a second. So I love you guys. There's over 75,000 of you. I hope you come again. There's over 750 videos on the end screens in the last 20 seconds of this video. I really like how that turned out. I think I'd like to do more of that in the future. This could be just a start for something that this turns out to be the background for something. Or I get down and get funky and do some other really wild stuff. I just put paint on my knee. So I'm sorry I'm quiet, and I'm sorry I'm going to be gone in a second, and maybe I'll come back for part 2. I can't imagine what I could do to this. But like I said, you'll be gone.